It really does feel like there's something floating in there. Um, right. So this is for Aquarius. Hello if you're new. I just do my own thing and I'm very much just falling into a shamanic portal when I'm doing this. So that's basically it. And I feel like I want to start with this. So what does the masculine for this message want to come in? Now remember, Aquarius is, oh yeah, interesting, shocking news. The Aquarius is shock, surprises, the unexpected, and something very unexpected is just happening as I start saying that. Someone's fireworks are going off. So there might be fireworks going off in a connection at some point. Oh, actually, is it not because it's the Diwali as well? That'll be what it is. But it's a bit insensitive to start doing that at like 1:45 in the morning, do you know what I mean? Right, so what have we got here? Soon, we will be together in the near future. Our reunion is imminent. Oh, and remember, this is about shock surprises. This is what I mean about. I don't really, it doesn't really fit. This isn't just for Aquarius. This could be for anyone. Our reunion is imminent, and I'm doing what I can to be ready for you. I'm working hard on myself to be better, to be a better provider for you. I hear you call for me, and I'm coming back soon. This is my promise to you that soon we will reunite again. So it's a juicy one. So I'm glad I trusted myself because um, that's a good, that's a strong energy to start off with. And then we've got love. This, I don't know why, but this picture reminds me of like after. Oh, maybe that's why. Look at what it says. That's hilarious. I want to make love to you, which you've never experienced before. I want intimacy in every way possible with you. I just want us to don't go there. Don't let your mind go to the gutter. I think it's meaning in a more innocent way, but whatever. I just want us to know each other like no one else before has ever known. Your touch, your voice really heals me. So yeah, I feel like being serious here. I feel your touch and your voice. And seriously, that is a thing with twin flames, is your voice really does. Well, your touch too, but you know, your voice actually does heal your twin. So particularly like, you know, like I'm one of the twins that I actually literally do have a very healing activated voice for everyone, not just my twin flame. But it will be the fact that my voice will be very healing for him. But actually I find his voice very healing too. I actually can't remember what he sounds like, but um like so anyway, moving on. So we'll have a bit of a problem there if he does actually figure out how to find me and I'll be like, who the fuck is that? You know that you're not him. You're an imposter. Right. Um, that's the problem when it's been that long. Right, so um, what have we got for this? Um, right. Oh, right, I was not even right. So, what have we got for the feminine energy of whoever's this is for? Aquarius or whoever? We have the Queen of Gabriel, and this is the Queen of Wands. Passionate, charming, brilliant, independent. You can do anything right now. Go after what you want. The ability to attract helpful people. So, the feminine energy in this equation, whether you're male or female, I feel you're exuding a lot of sexual energy, is what I want to say about this. And I feel not only is this that I wonder, like that's what I'm feeling. It's like not only is this attracting in your divine masculine, I feel it is attracting the attention of other people. So I wonder if this is now going to pick up on what we are talking about on the chat on some of the other ones, where as well as your divine masculine going in for the kill, you could find that other people, and because Aquarius, again, I just know how my guides work with the signs, because Aquarius is like expect unexpected, like as well as having the person you want come towards you, I think some of you might have just like randoms being like, I love you. Do you know what I mean? Or like I've been secretly watching you, you know, like it's something like that. And this card sneaked in here, so this is for someone. Good night's sleep, dear Archangel Raphael. Thank you for helping me relax and sleep deeply, for I know that you're guiding, healing, and protecting me while I rest. So I feel and then they've just pulled me the card, everything I do it for our future, and I'm going through a lot. So, and I'm taking responsibility for my mistakes. So I'm going to shuffle these cards because they pulled me that bit. So, God, we're not even on. Oh no, I'm about to go in the masculine. Let's see what the masculine gets. Funny if the King of Wands comes out. But yeah, I'm feeling a lot of very like magneti throat chakra, magnetizing energy, like very sexual. I just want to keep saying sexual. It is Scorpio and Moon, but it's very kind of like you're just exuding a very magnetic energy, and it's pulling in who you want, but I also feel you've caught the attention of others. And I feel because I channel True Twin Flames, I don't feel whoever you are, feminine energy, that it would make any difference because I feel you only want your King of Wands. But I can just feel it, whoever this is for. So let's see hello Elaine, what have we got for the masculine? Because the masculine really wants to talk because they already pulled me those cards. Oh, look, that's why. That's sad. Four of Raphael, Four of Cups. So seek out other possibilities, look for the magic in life, be aware of your own emotions. I feel this masculine is like really aware of this being a missed opportunity, and I wonder what cards would back that up. I don't need the cards, I can feel it. It's like I feel this masculine really panicking. So either this is like picking up on what, Elaine, you in particular had said, and like I said, I've channeled about that loads, so we could find one of the older videos that would pick up a story about that too. But it's definitely like I'm tapping into a divine masculine that is worried because they're either literally aware of other people that they maybe know or something as well that want their feminine, um, or it's just this feeling of like them feeling like that's got to be the case because like look how hot they are. Like this is like again, I'm like feeling what this masculine's thinking. They're like, and that but that's why they're saying to me it's really funny. Like that's why the first card out was our reunion is imminent. Like I'm feeling this is not a distorted masculine. Like this is a masculine that has went through an ego death, and they're like. It feels like they're closing out some kind of karmic stuff, but I'm just picking up on a lot of worry and stress about something being a long time here. Two of Gabriel. Make a bold and ambitious choices. Great progress is possible. Important relationships with people who share your vision. Yeah, that's why they got me. Look at the bottom of the deck. This masculine's like, because some people, I don't often read the two wands as a twin flame card, but I've watched some people where they really do. This person, but this card particularly does feel very twin flamey. This masculine's like, that's my twin flame. That's my divine feminine. They're the person I want to build this dream with, this vision, my future. But what if it's like almost I'm feeling this person being like, what if this person doesn't realize I am on the same page as them and they like start to turn their attention to like other people? But like saying I'll try and get cards that sort of back that up, but I'm feeling that's not the case, but this is what this person's feeling. Look, the silence is killing me. It's like this person this is panicking. I've got that one doesn't come out very often. I've got a tarot reading on you, so that could be what I'm feeling too. You see, oh God, and then this gets us right into the realms of I've helped untangle this for men and women. Just say this masculine has had a tarot reading or a mediumship reading, and it's like they've heard some. I feel that that's what they're saying to me. I feel this masculine has had some type of reading or something like that, where someone has, or they could have even just found, like a general one or something that really spoke. But whatever it is, like I feel this masculine's actually had some kind of proof. So again, it's either something like because we were talking about that in the chat, it's either literally that like it could be like someone around them is like, if you're not going to go for it, I am kind of thing. Like if that's a friend, that's not a very good friend, is it? But it's something. But I feel it's more the tangible proof is like I feel this person could have had a reading where the medium or the, the healer has actually said, like, look, there's a lot of other people interested in this person. And like you basically you need to go after that. You need to go after what it is you want, or it could be a missed opportunity. And that's why I'm feeling this sort of panic, because I feel this person is working towards wanting to be with you if you're the feminine. By the way, when I'm not looking at the camera, it's my clairvoyance. I'm kind of because I'm now seeing that film, the one with the shitty name. I mentioned it the last time I done this. It's a really shit boring name, but basically in the film they both go to get a reading together, and it sounds weird, but they've actually just met each other that day. But you can tell that it's like love at first sight, and they're both. She's in an unhappy marriage, and the guy's been cheating. This could all be relevant, by the way, and the guy is single, but he's still like longing after an ex, and then that's what the whole film's basically about. Is they help each other with that, and then they leave it on this cliffhanger at the end. But the whole point, the bit in the film where they go to see the tarot reader, whatever and it's actually a man, whatever the guy says to them is so obvious that the guy is talking about. Oh, it's actually very much like that spread. Like if you go this way, your life will turn out this way, and if you go this way, it's like basically the other way was like really happy and fun and with the right person. And it's obvious that like it was the girl that was sitting beside him on the couch because they just done it for a bit of a laugh. So it's that kind of energy. I'm going to read what you're saying in a minute, Elaine, in case I pick up on stuff that's the same so that I don't want it to influence me. Although I know before I look at it, it's going to have something to do with it. I'm overcoming childhood trauma. Oh, fuck. You see, that's what I was feeling. And remember, I did say this is the card that came out twice. It might have even came out 3 times for the next week. It came out on the short, so you'll see that. So, whether you are the masculine, male or female, or divine feminines that have got this stuff coming up, but I more feel it's the masculines because I know that, like, I've had my years of going through that and really, healing a lot of deep-seated things, and it's kind of like, and it's it's rough as fuck, and you've got to really sort of go through it. And again, you've always got to be aware that stuff can come up whenever, but when you really get through the bulk of it, it'll never be as bad as I was even just thinking about that today, actually. Like it'll never be as bad as what it was when you were really facing that stuff that you'd been faced. And it's kind of like but that's why I was feeling this panicky feeling. It's like this masculine is doing the healing work. And I'm thinking, I'm really tapping in, like this person is worried that if you're the feminine, that you don't know that you're a part of their plans. Right, I'm going to shuffle once more. There's a card in this that's like, I have a plan, but you have to trust me. Or no one makes me feel the way you do. No one makes me feel like you do. You're not meant to know the plan because I cut the deck and it's but we're gonna look. I've got creepy. It's that card again. I've got a tarot reading on you. Yeah, so what I want to just break down there, right, is I say this all the time, but again, because people come and go and stuff like that, like I have to stress this. I'm tapping into a collective where the masculine has been the truth that they've been told, that there are other people that are interested and that have maybe even tried it, but your person, your divine feminine, isn't interested. So there's that, right? But there's also a group of masculines where actually the tarot reading that you've got, either now this is another separate thing too. If it is a personal reading, it's a tarot reading. Just because you've paid somebody for a service, it doesn't mean that they're actually of the light. There's a lot of very talented, skilled psychic tarot readers on this platform that will give you a little bit of truth with distortion. Some of that can be they've not worked through enough of their own shadow and integration and it can distort it. Some of it can be their own experience, and some of it can be like but some of it can be like they're strategically placed to confuse the true twin flames. So be aware of that make sure that you know who you're going to and that there's you'd want to see people that like I'm proud that this is a very small channel, but the people that are on the chat, hey guys, every time I'm on it, there's somebody at least saying at some point how much I've helped them. You know what I mean? So if it's coming up, like it's not really because of what I'm doing tonight, it's not coming up in the stuff, but it's usually on the general lives. There's somebody saying how much I've helped them through something. And that's kind of what you want to see, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I love that session I just had with Claire and blah blah. And even it doesn't really matter because there's loads of people I work with that just lurk and they don't talk on the chat at all. And but they watch every video and they talk and I've got a good connection with them, you know what I mean? So um but yeah, so just be aware of that. And then the last thing is if you're a masculine, male or female, or a feminine for that matter, and you find a general reading of anyone's, whether it be mine or all the other, because there's loads, yeah, there's loads of people that are there sabotage true twin flames and confuse people, but there's loads of really amazing men and like really, really amazing men and women out there. Like honestly, there's so many that I love, and if you're new here, I don't mention the people that I love or the people that I'm not so a fan of because I just think it keeps it fair. And also it's because karmic energies watch me and I want to keep these places sacred for me and for other people. But it's also I just think it's classier, guys. But it's, just know that I honestly there's people that I really do just like there's some people I watch and I'm like, I fucking love it. Like, do you mean there's just some people's energy is just so lovely. Um but um yeah, don't make a general reading your personal reading. I really feel very passionately about that because I think it can be so addictive and I feel, lots of people can be guilty of doing that. And I feel in this case, I feel look at what I just cut the deck at. And again, because that's part of my gift is like voluntary movements, I just picked that up and wasn't conscious of it and I've cut it on sabotage. I mess up the good things in my life. If you are a male or a female that you're used to sabotaging things, you're sooner going to believe the one that's like, like again, this woman is great, and I'm really, I was silently cheering her on when she reached over 100K. I mean, I think she's like going right past that now, but it does always kind of make me laugh that it's like there is a bit of a theme where I'd say I'd maybe like say like 3 out of 10 videos it's like a happy ending and a reunion because I'm always like, oh my God, it's reached the union. But like the rest of them, the majority, it's kind of like there's definitely again, I'm again, this is anonymous, but I'm actually just sort of saying that it's somebody that, I can tell she's a lot older. I can tell she's ages with a lot of my clients, and it's somebody that I would really actually love to help if she ever sort of finds me in the future. But that seems like a bit of a dream, but it's kind of like basically what I'm saying is it's like it definitely feels like because you can almost tell there's a wee bit of like glee. I hate to say it, but like and kind of like when it's like, this person's like longing after you, they'll do anything, they're tearing their hair out, but like you're not going to want anything to do with them kind of thing. And it's always like, and it's just, I don't know, it's not the twin flame journey is what I'm saying. So or it's a twin flame journey gone wrong. Do you know what I mean? So it's just you've got to sort of see behind that. But what I'm trying to say is, can you imagine if you're a masculine and you have sabotaged and you have fucked up and you have chose other people or you've chose many different people and then you find some woman or man like reading a story like that is like, oh yeah, it's going to be like Mission Impossible or feel, there's, somebody could think, oh, well, I'm not even going to fucking try. And that's basically this feels like common sense, but they're getting, somebody needs to hear it. That it's like, don't make that your reading when it's not. So anyway, because you would sooner believe the really negative story than you would the good stuff. And I think that's why they showed you what I done there, but like when my eyes were getting drawn to what's the tea, instantly my first thought is, oh my God, I don't want to pull out these other horrible cards again because they came out in the shorts. But it's just, it might be a good surprise. I'm just going to leave it on that because, and then I'm going to read Elaine's comment because Scorpio new moon, but it's Aquarius. This for Aquarius, and Aquarius is shock surprises, and they don't always need to be bad. I literally had a vision of someone go face to face with my twin saying, I'm going to take her home. And he's like, if you touch her, I'm going to tear your arms. Oh my God, Tina. Fucking hell. Um, yeah, that's the kind of vibe I was picking up on in the last one. But it was more like it's definitely happened with guys too, but it was more like I felt like vicious women. But you know, the genders don't matter. It can be, but yeah, pretty, yeah. Um, you know, and you know, with other people, it can actually be like, you know, I think what's maybe a little bit worse is when it's more covert. You know what I mean? Because that's obvious. If someone's like, "Here, mate, I'm going to go after your bird," like that's not actually like. In my experience, men are more sneaky than that. You know what I mean? Like I've told loads of stories before that are like, you know, that actually, and just to be clear, so this isn't actually my twin flame I'm talking about, but like when I was involved with somebody like long before when I was younger there is more than one. Like I'm sorry to say, like you know, because even there, like you know, I always wish people happiness and that and forgiveness, and this was ages ago, but it was it. I remember being shocked really at like you know, like I'm like, and it's not anything you could misconstrue as just trust me when I say this is not situations that you could misunderstand. It was very clear and two of the I'm thinking of two circumstances where and it was close friends. So you know what I'm saying. Like, but I have had other small instances like that where even like you know, I think we all have. Anyway, you know what I'm saying. The feeling was well. If you don't want her, I'll take her. Well, that's very romantic, isn't it? Not right. So anyway, let's move on with this. So I suppose the message is there is like you know. I'm not going to say keep your friends close and your enemies closer because you know, I'm here to change the script on that. Keep your friends close, make sure they're your actual friends. And when you feel that people aren't real friends, get them the hell away from you. But you see, those are probably the friends that will try to do the shady shit. And not all people will do that. It's important that people don't make that your story, you know, because some people you can part ways from people and they still want you to do well and want you to be happy. And you know, you just don't, you're not on the same page anymore. But sadly, I've helped too many people where it is shit like that. So, and it's just people that are, you know, like I said the other day, that video nailed it, rolling about in the karmic cesspit. Um, you become like the five people you hang around with. So if it's dog eat dog and, you know, it's people are going to end up turning on each other and it's not going to get very, you know, I mean, you don't really want to be involved in that. Um, I wish you could see yourself as I see you. We used to be best buddies, and now we're not. You make me so hot just thinking about our times together. I can't even remember what this whole story was about. I forgot I've been talking that long. Every time something important, good or bad happens in my life, I want you first. Oh no, I can. It was the one oh yeah, it was the one about our union is imminent. Oh yeah, it was. That does make sense with what you're saying now, because it was like yeah, whoever this has been making sense to, there's definitely something about a reunion is imminent. And I feel it's because I feel it on both sides, you know. I feel there's interest for both. Like I feel there was definitely a magnetic sexual energy around the feminine that the true masculine's being pulled to the feminine, but also other men are being pulled in, whether they've appeared on your radar or not. That I can feel it. Um, But I also feel for this masculine. There is other people that are again, and that's what happens with true twin flames. Your energy is rising so much that you are attracting other people in, and that's the ultimate test, you see. Can you be self-disciplined enough to reject the riffraff to go for the real thing? Some people fall at the hurdles, the tests. Deception. Someone is wearing a mask, a false wearing a mask in this relationship, but look, that completely fits. That fits with what I've just said. I think that's some people's friends around them or people from your past. Free yourself. You don't need to be in control of everything for a love relationship to be successful. Divine time and be patient while things are unfolding. This connection is worth the wait. Pay attention to the signs, the synchronicities you've been noticing are not coincidences. Deepening. A relationship will finally deepen in the next few months. You've been waiting for this. So yeah, I feel that like this has been something that's been growing over time. And I'm getting the feeling it's something that a lot of people are watching. That's what I'm getting. A lot of people are watching this and want to ruin it. So just be aware of that. If this really spoke to you, everybody though, protect your union. Don't tell anyone. Just talk amongst yourselves. Would be my input. Um, anyway, I'm going to end this here, and then this is going to be the last one, whatever this is. So, what have we got for? I don't know though. I maybe could keep going. Did I go for it? I didn't even go for a pee, did I? When I said, see what I mean? That's what happens when I'm in this energy. Nah, I'm a wee bit tired. Yeah, we'll just do this next one, and then Lord knows when I'm going to do the next six things. What are we on Scorpio Moon? Let me just check. Maybe I can get back to the one. Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do. Because I've got loads of energy because I've been resting, you see, like I usually would keep going, but I don't know, I feel like yeah, maybe Tuesday. Yeah, you're right, Tina. Sorry, Elaine, this is number 5, and this next one's going to be number 6. Thank you. What And anyway, can I just sort of add, so because for anyone else that is, because that will speak to people, right? You know that kind of, if you don't want her, I'll take her. The thing where that falls short is with twin flames, it's like the difference is like I feel I'm saying this to masculine energies. It's not the same with karmic females or males you've been involved with because they will be the ones that will probably, go off with the friend in inverted commas that goes after your guy or girl. But when it's a true twin flame, um, when you're in the healed energy, I might add, unfortunately, when people are in the unhealed shadow, um, yeah, they could. That's kind of like what I just read on the Scorpio one. They could go in for people that are vulnerable, like say like drunk or whatever, or not in a good place. Or it felt really horrible with that because it felt like someone was upset about a twin flame and then someone's taking advantage. I don't know. There's something weird with that. Um, like, you know what I mean? It could be their own friend of the opposite sex, or it could be same sex if it's same sex couple, you know what I mean? Or it could be like other outside influence that's like aware of the situation that's taking advantage. It's something like that. Um, or like it could be like a karmic ex or a situationship, it could be anything, but if something doesn't feel right there. Um, but when we're talking about someone going after a divine feminine, or it's not going to work otherwise. That divine feminine, it doesn't mean they're not sometimes it could mean they're not a divine feminine, but it could just mean it's not a healed divine feminine because there's a big difference. Do you know what I mean? Like, okay, I have to use me as an example here, right? Like, when people find me attractive or come on to me, like, in recent sort of times, it's always going to be flattering when someone finds you attractive, but like I don't know how much I could stress. I don't think I could stress any more how like madly in love I am with my twin flame and have been the whole fucking time. Really, do you know what I mean? So like, I don't know what else you want me to say. Do you know what I mean? Like somebody could be like Channing Tatum could come to my door and I'd still be like, look, sorry, Channing, I'm sorry, but like, you know what I mean? You're not him. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it is really, and again, I used him as an example for many reasons, but I am a Channing Tatum fan, but I'm a my twin flame fan more. And that's basically the difference. Do you know what I mean? That it's like, you know, divine masculines don't need to worry. It's the other way around. And that, I was just thinking about it today. I've said this before, but it's like, that is one of the most painful things I think about the twin flame journey is like sometimes look back on all this and I'm like I can't even believe like that it's been that long, and you know what I mean, like and again I don't want to dive too deep into talking about this because it is a Scorpio new moon and I could fucking end up crying or something, but it's And I don't, I'm not afraid of crying, but just because I've tapped into deep, but it's, you know what I mean? It is kind of amazing when I think like, when I think back on some of the memories of like, um, I don't know, just being stuck at concerts and festivals and not so much parties. Like maybe there are a few things where I was maybe at something like that, and but I was busy having fun and having. But there's certain things where it's like you're just always a bit like put it this way, I'm actually being shown a time when I was at a party with mine, and yeah, I can just remember when somebody, I could just tell that somebody had passed him and something had happened at some point, and it was quite funny that he shook her hand away like right away because he didn't want me to know, but I just knew because he's my twin flame. So do you know what I mean? But that's how sensitive it is because technically speaking, I was single, he was single, and he wasn't doing anything wrong, but because you're aware of this bond, it's there's a sensitivity around it. But let me tell you, if the fucking shoe had been on the other foot. Yeah. It really makes me look crazy and like that. He wouldn't like that. But I didn't do that to him. Not that I'm aware of. I can only think I was trying to think, I think there was one night we were at an event together and yeah, and I can when I've thought about that, I'm like, oh that, you know what I mean? But it's not like I didn't start like snogging anyone or anything. I was talking, it was actually quite innocent. But what was bad is, yeah, put it this way, something had happened where oh no, I'm not even going into the big story, but we had already spoken, and then it was everything was cool, and it was because we were always pretty cool, and then it just so happened that I was chatting to this guy from school for ages, and I only thought about it. It would have looked like he was chatting me up, and but I was genuinely just started talking. Because the thing is, I flirt with people and I don't mean to. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's like I'm just a chatterbox, and again, that's how I. Trust me, my twin flame is very much the mirror of me in that way, more so. And again, I laugh because I'm just like, I just accept him for he is, but it's kind of like I can see how actually I am too, and I might not even realize it. But it's, yeah, basically that's what I'm saying is I would say it's much, much harder on the feminine than the masculine. When it's a female divine feminine with a good looking divine masculine, it's hell on earth. So some people's hell on earth might be like, but that's been my hell on earth knowing that you're in love with someone that is very good looking, that is yes, that is not ready. We'll just leave it at that. No, I'm not IN, I'm INFP, which is actually only 4% of the population. And yeah, I go deep into the Myers-Briggs stuff in my coaching sessions with people when people want to. So if people are wanting to fight, I know that you know, Elaine, but for anyone else that, because I'm very in, I done a big channeling like about 2 years ago now about that, about how the your personality types and your love language and your attachment style, like the connection between it all, because it does have a lot to do with it all. It's kind of like I've given the example before, right? That because I've kind of went there with this, like I can see how, like I know that my love language is physical touch and quality time. So, like I've said, I don't know how I'm sitting here still alive doing this with a smile on my face. And it wouldn't surprise me if, like, if say for example, I don't know, if my twin flame had like words of affirmation, then it would suit him to be listening to me doing this and actually very comforting. But can you see how it's like, some days winning and some days losing? Do you know what I'm saying? But also I can see how that fits with different sorts. So I won't go too deep into that, but you know what I mean? Like I can do that with people in counselling sessions. Usually I would go into that or other times. But I've not even picked the card, have I? Sorry, Shannon. Yeah, I've actually got a card, right? It was funny, I saw it and I bought it. It's just like, and it says what does it say again? You're no Channing Tatum, but you'll do. That's what it says. That's what it says. You're no Channing Tatum, but you'll do. But I would feel that I'll be like, no, I'm sorry, Channing. I can't do this. I don't think I've got any money about there. I don't think Channing's coming my door, but you never know. I'm on YouTube. They could be watching. Hi. He's with Lenny Kravitz's daughter now. They're quite a nice couple, but it's quite funny. Um, You talked about decades. I came very close to meeting my twin when I was 21. Oh, well. Oh, yeah, that's very common that that happens. Amazing. Especially because you live in different countries, don't you? Um, we're just friendly and it comes off flirty. Exactly. We're Aries. We're the Queen of Wands. I pulled the Queen of Wands for this. Right, what's the next sign? I didn't pull it yet, did I? The next sign is Taurus. Right, so we'll do Taurus. I might keep going with them. We'll just see. Are you wide awake? Charlotte, how are you doing? Do you think I should just power through? Sometimes I quite like to just power through. I might just power through, guys. Right, so Taurus is the next one if you're coming. Um, right.